Are you ready to play the biggest upcoming PS5 open world games to get lost for a few dozen hours? Then you're in the right place. Open world games are one of the most popular genres because the opportunities are often endless, and you can do pretty much anything you want in them. So today I'll talk about the new upcoming PS5 open world games coming out in 2024 and 2025. Crimson Desert is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game which will combine elements of narrative-driven single-player with online multiplayer functionality. With Paulabus's next-generation game engine, this game will deliver high-fidelity graphics and game features, and a highly immersive gameplay experience.
You take such a pitiful life as mine? Well, you're certainly not the first to try. My own father, if one could call him that. Came desperately seeking his bastard boy, when no sons were left of his noble line. But when he took one look at my leprous face, he called me a devil. Tried ending my life.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, a sequel of the first-person action RPG experience in an open world. Players will once again control Henry, with the ability to customize his appearance, skills, and equipment.
I intend to wage war, not parley.
Everything all right, eh?
We need more people. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Will you help us, Henry?
Yeah, best for us!
Grand Theft Auto 6 is the sixth main installment of the best-selling series of open-world action games by Rockstar Games. This is the most highly anticipated game in 2025.
It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away.
uncover the origins of organized crime in Mafia, the Old Country, a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900s Sicily, coming in 2025.
And deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Dying Light: The Beast is a thrilling standalone zombie adventure set in a tightly crafted rural region. Play as Kyle Crane, a legendary hero who breaks free after years of brutal experiments. Now he must realize there is more at stake than just revenge.
Stay here. Stand guard. On me. Bloody hell.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Project Awakening is an open-world action RPG title from the Japanese studio Cygames. We play as a knight who must face not only monsters but also a much bigger threat.
Fix your eyes forward, lest you overlook the traces. Keep your ear to the ground, lest you lose the trail. We are the shield that shall not break! We are the sword that shall not bend! O God of steel and fury, give us flesh to hunt! From blood transcend!
The hunt is on in Monster Hunter Wilds, the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series. Now in development, experience the pinnacle of excellence in hunting action gameplay, planned for release in 2025.
The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator. Guild permission granted! Begin the hunt!
Understood.
Borderlands 4 is the fourth main installment of the popular looter-shooter series from Gearbox Software. We travel through various locations and complete quests, as well as face hordes of enemies.
He says nothing.
Exoborne is an epic new science fiction action-adventure role-playing game franchise. Delivers a next-generation, narrative-driven experience that marries cinematic storytelling and broad player agency with modern AAA gameplay.
As the ancestors once said, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But most are uninhabitable, or worse, deadly. Their atmospheres and ecologies more trouble than they're worth. Others, perhaps viable in theory, prove nothing more than desolate, hopeless wastelands. Some are even hostile. In fact, it often goes that the more beautiful the planet, the more sinister the threats it holds. The few that show fertile promise are made ready for terraforming, and their locations transmitted to the rest of the fleet. Since contact with the other arcs has gone cold, the Colonel insists the Hammercross set up a station here, on Emerald. He couldn't have known the planet would be toxic. Could he?
Ballad of Antara is an open-world action RPG that targets a 2025 release date. The game will be powered by Unreal Engine 5 and its debut trailer looked amazing.
All that came were inferior shades.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above. This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Marvel's Wolverine is an action-adventure game set in the Marvel comic universe. Its protagonist is Wolverine, the most popular member of the X-Men team and one of the world's most recognizable superheroes. It'll be a semi-open world played linear across open-world hubs, so no, it won't be like Spider-Man. Assassin's Creed Shadows is an upcoming action role-playing game set to feature a large open world for players to explore. And this world will dynamically shift between seasons as the player progresses through the Shadows narrative.
This isn't your fight, samurai. I told you, keep walking.
Make your peace!
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is a narrative-driven, superhero action-adventure game set in occupied Paris during World War II with 4 playable heroes: Captain America, Azuri the World War II-era Black Panther, Gabriel Jones of the Howling Commandos, and Anali of the Wakandan Spy Network.
With a 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy. By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful. Stand beside me.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a third-person turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics featuring a fantasy world inspired by the French Belle Epoque period. Exploring diverse locations, we discover secrets of the virtual world, visiting mysterious places and completing hidden tasks.
68. Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. The storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
Wait. Everyone. Looks like a different species.
Doesn't matter. They're between us and Mael.
Death Stranding 2 is an open-world action-adventure game series developed by legendary game creator Hideo Kojima that changes the world once again.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist, where's the rest of your band?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you?
Where Windsmead is an open-world action RPG that takes us to a fantasy version of China at the end of the 10th century. We take on the role of a swordsman traversing the world and facing enemies as he searches for a place for himself in a land in conflict. Terminator Survivors is a survival game set in the Terminator universe in the period between Judgment Day and the founding of the Resistance by John Connor. Play as a survivor in an open world where you, alone or in co-op, scavenge resources to build a base of operations for mankind.
Killing sun. Now it's time to be back in the light. The world of Skynet will have to fight. But then new life one day we'll see, and everywhere our name will be Survivors.
Atomfall is a survival action game inspired by Cold War paranoia, British folk horror, and science fiction works such as Day of the Triffids. The game gives us a vast open world that we can freely explore.
Shooting!
Towers of Aghasba is an open-world fantasy experience where players must balance between constructing bustling villages for their growing tribe and nurturing exotic ecosystems of otherworldly plant life. Exoborne is a tactical open-world extraction shooter set in an apocalyptic US transformed by extreme forces of nature. Explore a dynamic world full of warring factions and hostile players, where you scavenge, craft and fight to stay alive.
With their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. And the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
this open world offers.
Gothic 1 Remake is an upcoming open-world action role-playing game. Play as the nameless hero, manage the fate of the lifetime convicted prisoner who must survive in a world of wild animals, creatures and convicts of dangerous reputations.
How you solve or handle their problems depends entirely on your choices. No matter when, in what order, or if you do anything at all, the game will always respond appropriately to your decisions. Experience a complex and demanding combat system with satisfying character progression. Overcome your opponents using a variety of melee weapons. Eliminate them from a distance, or learn the arcana of magic. Remember that each type of weapon behaves differently, and its effectiveness depends on training. We're aware that when creating a remake of a beloved title, it is hard to live up to the expectations of its long-term fans. However, we feel there is room to develop the experience further by telling new stories from the colony and expanding on those that die-hard fans have known for more than 2 decades. We are also focusing our attention on enhancing many aspects of gameplay, such as diverse NPC routines and reactions, more complex crafting, and more rewarding character progression. Despite the passage of time, Gothic remains in the hearts and minds of many players. With the possibilities of Unreal Engine 5 and a variety of modern features, Gothic Remake will soon rekindle that love. Whether you've been a loyal fan for years or are just looking for a true RPG experience, welcome back to the colony.
GreedFall 2 The Dying World is an open-world action RPG developed by Spiders. Uprooted from the island of your birth, find your freedom, explore the old continent, and forge your destiny through alliances, skimming, and battles. The Sinking City 2 is a terrifying Lovecraftian journey powered by Unreal Engine 5. Explore and survive the city of Arkham, a sprawling labyrinth of flooded alleys and decrepit mansions where eldritch horrors lurk just out of sight. Dune: Awakening is a survival MMO set in a popular science fiction universe. Thousands of players in the server are engaged in gathering resources, building bases, and fighting against other people and forces of nature.
Discover landmarks, wrecked ships, and desert testing stations, filled with forgotten technology. Arrakis is a vast planet. You can explore unique locations, uncover valuable resources, and search for secrets amongst the shifting dunes. And then, return to civilization triumphant with what you found. Harko Village throngs with people, spice traders, guild bankers, smugglers, house envoys, and of course, other players. Here, you will pledge allegiance to one of the great houses of Dune, the Harkonnen. But remember, to play politics, you need power. And on Arrakis, spice is power. In the deep desert beyond the shield wall, hundreds of players scour the landscape, hunting for spice. Every spice blow has the potential to become a heated battle, with multiple guilds vying for the precious melange. Even when it looks like defeat is inevitable, those who understand desert power can awaken Arrakis itself.
Project Mugen is a free-to-play open-world action RPG set in a futuristic universe where we play as an Esper traversing vast cities in search of dangerous anomalies and supernatural phenomena.
例の件、やっぱ幽霊列車9号線の伝説に関わってるよな。みんなの幻想がリアルになることがルールなんだ。世界がマジでぐちゃぐちゃだ。私、最後までデュラでいられるのかしら。願いが叶いやすいように私が空に流れ星を流してあげる。でもジャイアントと隕石がこの街を滅ぼすって言われてんだぞ。
まだわからないのか。真の悪役はお前たちだ。この街を破壊したのはお前たちだろう。さあ終焉を楽しもうじゃないか。
Project The Perceiver is a multi-platform Chinese open-world action game. Experience a chaos-ridden world and meet a variety of characters as the Master Veritas. Consolidate their distinctive ideals into masks and engage in the fiercest battles.
且让你们体会杀戮之苦。